You ask and you shall receive. Ladies, gentlemen, everything in between, hello, welcome to the channel. Now, in the community tab, I've been asking you guys, what content do you want to see on the channel? You know, this is my international channel, this is my culture channel. This is where I get to broaden my horizons without having to spend thousands of dollars on plane tickets. Though we'll get there one day. Anyway, you guys were telling me, hey, Favour, there's more to Europe than just the West. There's more to Europe than just the UK. And I said, okay, I hear you. So, today, you saw the title, we're checking out Western Europe versus Eastern Europe. Whenever you talk about where you want a vacation or like the popular travel spots, it's usually in Western Europe. But it's a whole continent, babe. It's a huge continent. So let's see what else there is to offer. Subscribe if you're new here, like the video, and again, let me know what down below content you guys, that didn't make sense. Is that English? Let me know what content down below that you guys want me to do, because as you can see, your girl listens. I'm doing it for you. And lastly, help your girl get to 10K over on Instagram. It is like my number one goal in this whole social media realm. I want 10K on Instagram. So if you haven't followed me over there yet, head over there and do it, and I'll really appreciate it. But here we go into Western Europe versus Eastern Europe. Ooh. Notable figures, Jesus. I saw Putin. I saw Boris in his hair. Oh gosh, here we go. Western Europe versus Eastern Europe comparison. Okay. Assumptions, gonna get them off right in the bat and see if I'm right or wrong. I assume that the eastern part of Europe is going to be more I don't know if conventional is the right word, but more conservative, more stuck to their like men should do what men do, women should be in the kitchen, you know, be at home and pray all day, eat dinner 3 meals a day, you know, very cutthroat about their ways. And I think the West is going to be more westernized. So let's see if I'm right. Here we go. Western Europe, Eastern Europe. Jesus Christ. So first of all, the size comparison. But I feel like this may be relative as well, because who is to decide what, like, division you've got? They don't even include Italy, actually, in either Eastern or Western. Like, I would assume this part, sure, could be Eastern Europe, but everything over here, then, would be Western Europe. But they say the sizes are pretty similar. Only 1 million difference. Okay, women to men. That would make more sense, that the eastern part of Europe. Let me know if this is like what you see in your real life, but it would make more sense that the eastern population is more populous because they're reproducing more. Like, that's the goal of the family, to have children, get married, you know, that kind of thing. Family values kind of thing. So I can understand that. Germany versus Russia. Most populous country is Germany? Wow. I don't know why I was thinking it would be England because of London. But Germany. I mean, you got Berlin, you've got Munich. Germany, from what I like barely know about it, it makes me think it's like a college, like a very young country, like of young people. And that would make sense. Like, there's people going there to pursue like their lives and, you know, develop their lives. And then in Eastern Europe, it's Russia. Interesting. And Russia is one of the the biggest countries in Eastern Europe, right? So I guess when you're looking at it from that way, that makes sense. But I'm so surprised by Germany. Shout out to the Germans. Comment something in German if you speak German right now in the comment section so I can try to pronounce it. Should we learn some German words on the channel? I want to. Let me know if y'all are interested. Here we go, though. Most populous, Germany and Russia. I guess. Okay. What else? Size. Largest country, France. Again, this makes me want, where does Italy, why isn't Italy a part of Western Europe? Again, with Russia, what I was saying, the largest country, so it makes sense that they have the biggest population. But then again, maybe there's a lot of countries that just have farmland and no population. But France being the most populous is interesting. Because like in Lille, where it's the country, are there a lot of people? Or is it because you have places like Paris and, you know, all these popular places to visit? Or in general, is it just the most populous country? Maybe. What's this little part here of France? Money. Oh my God! I wonder what the education is going to look like then. Not to call anybody dumb, but how Western Europe brings in 19.84 million, and before the freaking English come in the comment section and start trying to, the monarchy! Shut up. No. But you've got 19 million in comparison to 4. Almost $20 million every year compared to 4 million. That is wild. That's a vast difference. But I do want to know, where does the majority of their wealth come from? The Western Europeans versus the Eastern Europeans. I'd imagine the Eastern Europeans are from like trade and imports, exports, that kind of thing. And maybe the Western is from tourism. Maybe it is, because you got the fashion capitals, you got the touristy popular spots. But I feel like Eastern Europe is slept on. I feel like they have a lot of stuff that you can see too, from the land to just the way of life, the food. But that's still such a crazy 20 million versus $4 million. Wow. GDP. Trillion. My bad, not even million or billion. Trillion. God. 310 billionaires. Okay. So about double the size of billionaires. And y'all, there's billionaires in Eastern Europe. Interesting. 160 of them. That's wild. How are there so many billionaires in the world? And then you have people who can't even afford to eat. How does one area of a continent have over 300 billionaires and there are still homeless people in the region? They would call me a socialist. That's kind of sad. Germany again, and Russia. Russia. Highest GDP country. 42,000 USD billion. 1778 USD billion. Okay, so they're saying like the richest country? Germany! And Russia. Jesus. But Germany! We might stand Germany. We might have to. Because I feel like whenever you talk about Western Europe, it's always England. Oh, I want to visit London. Oh, I want to go to Paris. Babe, let me tell you about a place called Berlin. Come on. Germany. Y'all are popping. I didn't even know. Gosh dang. Nice. And it's kind of scary Russia is getting so many of these titles. Okay, we got London. Richest city. Okay, so we had the richest country, Germany. Richest city, London. Makes sense. Oh my God. 977 billion. That's almost $1 trillion. And then Moscow, Russia. 500 billion. I do want to visit Moscow. It's always been on my bucket list to see the little ice cream cone buildings. These little twirls. It looks like an ice cream cone to me. I want to see them in real life. I've been to London, spent like 3 months there, but I do want to come back again. I just think Europe in general, whether it's Eastern or Western, a very beautiful continent. And there's so much diversity and colors and culture to see in like a span of 100 miles or kilometers, as you would say. But London, almost $1 trillion every year. Shout out to the English. Germany? Okay, the number one language, most spoken. Oh, I am surprised. Why is Russia so influential for the whole region? Why is it always Russia? Most spoken language is Russian. Anyway, but Western Europe, I'm surprised it's not English, I must say, because I thought that the English language is like the universal world language. But in the west of Europe, the most popular language is German. Should we do a German accent or German language reaction? Let me know. This is making me want to stand Germany, this video. I didn't know they were so poppin'. What's the high school life like in Germany, or college life? Military. Yeah, we put y'all to shame. No disrespect, but we put y'all to shame. Active personnel, only 1 million in Western Europe. In the entire region. Babe, we got probably 1 million just in the south of the United States. And we're one country. Eastern Europe, active personnel. How many? Let me just Google it just so we can have comparison. How many and we got different branches too. Air Force, Navy, Marines. How many military personnel in the U.S.? Oh! Someone just tell me to shut up. I must have got our per capita mixed up, because why the hell are we spending $782 billion on our military when we can't even crack 2 million participants? We got 1.3 million. How many did these people have? We have 1.3 million. Damn. Russia and them on the east have 1.5 million. But y'all's what is the population comparison then? Because everything is relative. What is the U.S. population? 331.9 million people as of 2021, last year. It says we're on the rise for population, and that may be because we just banned abortions. However, as of right now, we've got about over 330 million people in the country. And we had less, we couldn't even crack 2 million for the military. What was the population for Eastern Europe? Someone comment down below. Do the numbers make sense is what I'm trying to figure out here. I thought we would have smoked y'all in here. Our budget will, though. Here we go. Okay, so the West is... well, I guess the West does have a bunch of allies, so they don't necessarily always have to be, like, strapped up. Like, you got 8,000 tanks, whereas the East has 29,000. That's... yeah. I feel like they have more allies then, right? They just don't need that many. Fighter jets. Okay. Pretty similar. Eastern and Western. Fair game in the air. Subs. Oh. Why? On both sides, why so little? It's just what... then we have a Navy. And I bet you we have way more submarines than freaking... we probably... let me Google it. How many submarines does the U.S. military have? How many submarines does the U.S. Navy have? Let's see. Now comprising 53 fastback submarines, 14 ballistic missile submarines, and 4 guided missile submarines. This one says more than 70 submarines. Okay, so just in the world in general, nobody's really attacking from below anymore, I guess. Interesting. Huh. Submarines fell off then. Or water combat, I guess. Alright, here we go. Navy people. Warships. 500 to 700. That's like the Navy stuff. Money! Yeah. Y'all remember when I said the American budget for the military? Over 700 billion. Western Europe has 250 billion. Eastern Europe has 79 billion. So how is the Eastern Europe budget so much less than the Western budget, but they have so much more stuff? And also at the same time, me as an American, I'm like, we could, even if, God forbid, but our lines get cut off, exports get cut off, everything. Our budget is like 5 times y'all's. I don't know if that's correct math, but I'm just saying we got a lot of money for the budget. I feel like we could win any war just off budget alone. Like, say it's dead winter, we could wait it out because we got the money for it. Now, Eastern Europe, I don't know. And why does the West have literally double y'all's? But they, in the East though, they still had more tanks and ships and all that. It's interesting. Defense budgets. Strongest military. France! Russia's scary. But, France. Interesting. I thought it would be Germany again. Shout out to the French. What is their, like, combat style? Like, what is their war style nowadays in France? And I'm surprised English aren't listed here. Because once upon a time, the Redcoats were the most feared army in the world. And now we're fearing the French with their baguettes and French bread. Interesting. Anyways, let me know if you enjoyed this video. I certainly did, because it really puts things not in just perspective for East versus West in Europe, but also from an American standpoint for the US. And how do we line up with them? As I said, a lot of the Western countries are our allies. So if anything were to happen, we're there for you. Vice versa, I would hope. But just to see the difference, whether it be population, economics, all that stuff in the East versus West. The East is just as like lucrative as the West, but it's only the West that people want to travel to and talk about. So we need to find out some travel destinations or like popular places to visit in Eastern Europe. And also we need to check out more stuff about Germany, because they had me perplexed. They're just like the Scandinavians. Like, it's a wonder that, like, I hate to say it, but it's a wonder that y'all exist. I want to learn more. I want to see more. So get ready for more German and Scandinavian reactions. Subscribe if you like the video. And follow me on Instagram. Gosh dang it. Bye.